In the warm heart of southern Italy, beneath the towering shadow of Mount Vesuvius, a thriving Roman city lived unaware of its approaching doom. Pompeii was not a forgotten village, but a wealthy resort city filled with merchants, nobles, gladiators, and hidden political ambition. Elegant villas lined the paved streets, decorated with breathtaking mosaics that silently displayed Rome's obsession with power and luxury. Behind the beauty of Pompeii hid a dangerous truth. The mountain above them was alive, restless, and slowly awakening. For centuries, the volcano had remained silent, convincing generations that the giant mountain posed no serious threat. Roman engineers built aqueducts, bathhouses, and theaters, transforming Pompeii into one of the empire's most advanced urban centers. The streets echoed with music, gambling, political debates, and whispered conversations hidden behind tavern walls late into the night. Yet strange warnings had already begun appearing across the region long before the deadly eruption finally arrived. In 62 AD, a violent earthquake shattered buildings across Pompeii, terrifying citizens but failing to force permanent evacuation. Historians now believe this earthquake was the volcano's first major warning, ignored by nearly everyone living nearby. Despite the destruction, Pompeii rebuilt itself quickly, driven by wealth, pride, and Rome's relentless hunger for prosperity. No one understood volcanic science, and few imagined that Vesuvius could erase entire civilizations within a single terrifying day. Children played in courtyards while merchants sold imported treasures from distant lands across the Mediterranean world. Pompeii believed itself eternal, protected by Roman power, thriving trade, and the illusion of complete security. But deep beneath the earth, pressure was building silently, preparing one of history's deadliest natural disasters. On the morning of August 24th, 79 AD, Pompeii awakened normally, unaware that its final hours had already begun. Small tremors shook the city repeatedly, but earthquakes had become so common that most citizens ignored the warning signs. Shortly after midday, Mount Vesuvius violently exploded, launching a gigantic column of ash high into the atmosphere. The eruption column rose nearly 20 miles upward, creating a terrifying black tower visible across the Roman world. At first, many citizens simply watched in confusion, unable to understand the unimaginable catastrophe unfolding before their eyes. Then the stones began falling from the sky, volcanic rock crashing through rooftops, streets, and crowded marketplaces. Ash thickened rapidly across the city, turning bright daylight into an unnatural darkness filled with fear and confusion. Families desperately gathered valuables, believing the disaster might soon end if they could simply survive the terrifying night. Some fled toward the sea, while others locked themselves inside homes, praying thick walls would shield them from death. The air itself became deadly as poisonous gases, and ash-filled lungs with every desperate breath survivors attempted to take. Throughout the night, Pompeii disappeared beneath layers of burning ash, slowly vanishing from the surface of the earth. Yet the worst horror had not arrived, because Vesuvius was preparing something far more deadly than falling ash. Deep inside the volcano, collapsing eruption columns generated unstoppable waves of burning gas, moving faster than any human could escape. The deadly cloud reached temperatures hot enough to instantly kill nearly every living creature trapped within the city. Within hours, an entire civilization vanished beneath volcanic ash, frozen forever in its final terrifying moments. When the eruption finally ended, Pompeii no longer resembled a city, but a silent grave hidden beneath layers of ash and stone. Thousands had vanished in a single night, leaving behind homes, treasures, and unfinished moments trapped forever beneath the earth. Entire families were discovered embracing one another, their final moments preserved with heartbreaking clarity beneath hardened volcanic deposits. Some victims collapsed while fleeing, while others remained hidden inside homes, hoping the nightmare outside would somehow pass. One victim was found clutching a bag of coins, revealing humanity's desperate instinct to save wealth even during apocalypse. Dogs chained to homes, prisoners locked in cells, and horses trapped in stables all perished beneath the volcanic darkness. The eruption buried Pompeii so completely that future generations eventually forgot the city had ever existed at all. Nearby cities suffered terrible destruction as well, but none would become preserved with the haunting perfection of Pompeii. For centuries, travelers unknowingly walked above hidden streets, buried villas, and forgotten skeletons sealed beneath their feet. Meanwhile, volcanic ash hardened into protective layers, preserving buildings, paintings, and human remains with astonishing detail. Unlike other ancient ruins destroyed by time, Pompeii became a frozen snapshot of ordinary Roman life and death. Even graffiti remained visible on walls, exposing jokes, political slogans, advertisements, and intimate secrets from ancient citizens. Pompeii had not simply been destroyed. It had been sealed away like a hidden tomb beneath the earth. For nearly 17 centuries, the lost city remained untouched, silent, and hidden from the modern world above. Then, during the 18th century, workers digging underground made a discovery that would shock the entire world forever. In the early 18th century, strange underground ruins began emerging beneath the soil near the sleeping volcano of Vesuvius. At first, nobody understood the true scale of the discovery hidden beneath centuries of hardened volcanic ash. As excavations expanded, entire streets slowly emerged from the earth exactly as they had appeared in ancient Rome. Researchers were stunned to discover homes still containing furniture, food, tools, and personal belongings abandoned during the eruption. Unlike ordinary ruins destroyed by war or weather, Pompeii appeared hauntingly alive, as if its citizens had vanished yesterday. Excavators uncovered bakeries containing carbonized loaves of bread still resting inside ancient ovens after nearly 2,000 years. Frescoes on villa walls revealed vivid scenes of Roman mythology, wealth, desire, and the hidden pleasures of elite society. The city exposed intimate details of Roman daily life rarely preserved anywhere else in the ancient world. Archaeologists even discovered political graffiti written on walls, proving ancient Romans campaigned aggressively much like modern politicians. But the most haunting discoveries were yet to come, hidden deep within the hardened volcanic layers surrounding the city. In the 19th century, scientists realized the empty spaces inside ash were once occupied by human bodies. By pouring plaster into these hollow spaces, researchers recreated the final moments of Pompeii's victims with terrifying realism. The cast revealed expressions of terror, pain, prayer, and desperation preserved for nearly 2,000 silent years. These discoveries transformed Pompeii from a forgotten ruin into one of history's most chilling archaeological time capsules. The buried city no longer belonged only to ancient Rome. It had become a warning preserved for all humanity. As excavations continued deeper into Pompeii, archaeologists uncovered disturbing secrets hidden beneath the city's beautiful Roman appearance. Behind luxurious villas and colorful frescoes existed a harsh society built upon slavery, inequality, and political corruption. Graffiti across city walls exposed arguments, insults, betrayals, and private emotions rarely preserved anywhere else in ancient history. Some inscriptions revealed political propaganda, proving Pompeii's elections were filled with manipulation, bribery, and fierce public rivalry. Other messages were deeply personal, exposing forbidden love affairs, heartbreak, jealousy, and intimate secrets hidden for centuries. Excavations also uncovered brothels decorated with explicit artwork, revealing aspects of Roman society often ignored by traditional history. These discoveries shattered romanticized visions of Rome and revealed a civilization driven by pleasure, ambition, and brutal survival. In one villa, archaeologists discovered hidden treasure abandoned by owners desperately attempting escape during the eruption. Skeletons discovered near city gates showed many citizens almost escaped before the deadly pyroclastic surge overtook them instantly. Scientists studying the remains discovered victims likely died from extreme heat within horrifying fractions of a single second. Some skulls showed evidence of thermal shock so intense that human bodies were destroyed almost instantly upon impact. Even animals were preserved in terrifying detail, frozen forever in desperate attempts to survive the volcanic nightmare. Pompeii became more than an archaeological site. It transformed into a haunting portrait of humanity facing sudden extinction. Every excavation uncovered another fragment of lost lives, revealing ordinary people trapped inside one unimaginable historical catastrophe. Yet even today, large sections of Pompeii remain buried underground, hiding secrets the modern world still has not uncovered. Today, the ruins of Pompeii stand frozen beneath the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, silently warning humanity about nature's unimaginable power. Millions of visitors walk through the silent streets each year, surrounded by echoes of lives destroyed in a single day. The preserved city offers historians an extraordinary opportunity to study ancient Roman civilization with unmatched archaeological detail. From kitchens and bathhouses to political slogans and hidden temples, Pompeii reveals the intimate reality of Roman daily life. But beneath the educational wonder lies a darker truth. Mount Vesuvius remains an active and dangerous volcano even today. Scientists continuously monitor seismic activity around the volcano, fearing another catastrophic eruption could eventually occur without warning. More than 3 million people now live near Vesuvius, creating one of the world's most dangerous volcanic risk zones. Experts believe a future eruption could create devastation on a scale rivaling or even exceeding the tragedy of ancient Pompeii. Pompeii's preservation remains both miraculous and horrifying, a perfect archaeological snapshot created through unimaginable human suffering. The city reminds humanity how quickly civilization, wealth, and power can vanish beneath forces completely beyond human control. Even after centuries of excavation, archaeologists continue uncovering hidden rooms, artifacts, and human stories buried beneath volcanic earth. Each discovery deepens a mystery surrounding the final hours of those trapped inside the doomed Roman city. The volcanic ash that destroyed Pompeii also preserved its memory more perfectly than any surviving city from ancient Rome. Beneath every ruined street and broken wall lies a haunting reminder that history can disappear almost overnight. And as Mount Vesuvius still watches silently over the lost city, Pompeii's final warning continues echoing across human history forever.